What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and today we are creating the Mount Union Purple Raiders. This was a request from several people over the last month or so, and I'm very pleased with the way this one turned out. Outside of the logo, everything else was pretty much spot on. So let's just jump right into it, and we'll start off with the primary color of purple. I went to the very bottom right, selected that square to edit, and my RGB colors are 117, 47, and 138. Now, this was a bit of a workaround to get these numbers because according to their website, they have completely different RGB numbers. And when I try to put those in, the color came out like a very light pink. It looked awful. So what I done was I took the hex number that they showed, put that in PowerPoint, and it gave me a different set of RGB numbers, which is what you see here. And it came out much more accurate. Now, what you can do, if you got Google Chrome, you can get one of those eyedropper extensions. That way you can hover over anything that's in your browser and it'll give you the exact color code for that particular spot. Now, depending on which logo you hover over, you may get a different color purple. It just depends on how you want to roll with it. But I was pleased with these numbers you see here. When it comes to the secondary color, you could go black or white here. I went with white for a couple of reasons. One, due to the logo that I have a white skull and crossbones on the hat. Also, Mount Union uses pride stickers, which is the white skull and crossbones, so they match. So those are the big reasons why I picked those. So let's talk about the school logo. This was the hardest part. If you look at their actual logo, it just says Raiders on it, or may have a sword underneath the Raiders, and I can't find anything close to that in this game. There's no way I can replicate it. Now, since they are the Raiders, I went with a pirate look. Again, because of the skull and crossbones on their pride stickers, it just matched. Their actual mascot is like a purple bird of some sort, and I couldn't find that in here either. And it would have looked really goofy on the helmet, so I just went with this, and I was pretty pleased with it. Nickname Purple Raiders, school name Mount Union. Abbreviated name, you can go different ways with this one. I just went M, a Union. I didn't want to do a basic MU because there's several schools that use that. They are located in Alliance, Ohio. You go to the state of Ohio, and they are east of Canton, a little bit of southeast of Cleveland, about like right in here. Playbook and team type, you pick whatever you want there because depending on your dynasty, you're going to do different things with those two options. Rival school, since Mount Union is a D3 school, they're not going to have any other rivals in this game. So what I've done was, if I was going to start a dynasty with Mount Union, I would probably start them out in the MAC conference. And since the MAC conference has several Ohio schools, I just went with the closest one in location. So that's why I went with Akron. Fight song, you just pick whatever you want to there. I didn't bother trying to look it up. Mascot, again, they got a purple bird, and I just couldn't find anything that came close to that. Technically, the closest one that I was going to go with was East Carolina's Pirate. The problem is he had way too much yellow on him and had ECU on his hat, so it didn't fit whatsoever. So in this case, I went none. Now let's talk about their stadium. This was very spot on. Their stadium name is literally Mount Union Stadium. Their stadium type is a dual side. Orientation is north and south. Scoreboard is in the north end zone, and they do not have a video screen. They got one press box on the east side. You got to remember this is a D3 school, so they don't have a whole lot to work with. Field surface, you can go with natural or like maybe the grassy turf. I went with natural just because I haven't got to use it in a while in these created schools. They do not have a midfield logo, nor do they have a 25-yard logo. It's very plain Jane. Now, their end zone came out pretty well, as you'll see later on. But I went with school name 1 in the end zone background of black. They have Mount Union on one side and Purple Raiders on the other. We can't create that in this game, so you got to pick one or the other, so I just went with Mount Union. They actually have a track around their field, so I included it. And from what I could tell, they have the stadium right in the middle of campus, so that's what I went for the backdrop. Now let's talk about the uniforms. These came out really well, and like any other of these schools, they got plenty of options, different colors for, combos for the jersey, for the pants. And I went with the 4 most common ones I saw from their 2019 season. They didn't play in 2020 due to the COVID and whatnot. So I was very pleased with the way these turned out. So let's just start off with the home uniform. Go up to the very top. And I'll run by these kind of quickly because a lot of these things stayed the same for all 4 of these. For example, the helmet is the exact same for all 4. You got a single stripe logo with the helmet color and stripe. Both are purple. Face mask color is white. They have pride stickers. This is the first time I got to use pride stickers on a creative school, and I like the way they look. You got the skull and crossbones. Jersey type, single sleeve. You notice there's a little bit of purple on the sleeve underneath where the arms come out. The jersey color is black, of course, and the sleeve stripe is purple. Shoulder sleeve, they got the numbers on the side of the shoulders. Thankfully, their number style is your classic font, and which is style 1 in here. Number and name is white. Outline color is purple. Now, you can go black here just because of the little bit of the rendering issue, but I was actually okay with the way it turned out on the back end, so I stuck with purple there. They do not have a chest logo. Player name, they do not use them, so I took them off as well. Pant style, I went with a single stripe. They technically have a big, large black stripe on the side, but you really can't replicate that in this one because if you went with triple stripe and done black for both, it doesn't look good. It has a little bit of white in it, so I just went with a single stripe of black. Pants color is purple. Of course, your pant stripe is black. Hip logo, none. Your belt color throughout all 4 uniforms is going to stay the same color as the pants. In this case, it's purple. And when it comes to socks, height, every player does it differently. But I kept it consistent throughout all 4, and I went with short. But the sock color is black, and the shoe color is black. So I really like the way that turned out. Now let's talk about the default away uniform. The only thing that changes here is the color of the jersey, and we got white socks and shoes. So you go back up to the very top so you can see what I've done. There is your helmet, again, exact same as your default home. Your jersey type stays the same. Jersey color is white. Your sleeve stripe stays the same. Every bit of this stays the same until you get to the name and number. It is purple with a black outline. No chest logo. The player names are off. Pant style is a single stripe. Again, that doesn't change. The pants are exact same as the ones on the home uniform. Pant stripe is black. No hip logo. Belt color is purple. Sock style, again, it just stays the same. But I went with the white socks and white shoes for this one. Then you go to the first alternate, your home alternate. Again, the helmet stays the same throughout. But let's get to the pants. The jersey stays the same as well. We got the purple outline. They do not have names on the back. But you go to the pants, I went plain here. From what I can tell, they did not have a stripe on the side of it. So I just went black across the board. Hip logo, none. Belt colors, same as the pants. And I went with black socks and shoes. I like that look really well if you just want to go with more of an all-black look. Then we have our alternate away uniform. Nothing changes except for the pants. The helmet stays the same. The jersey stays the same. But when you get to the pants, it's a little bit different. They got a 2 purple stripe look. So I went triple stripe. Of course, your pants color is white, but your pants stripe 1 is white and a 2 is the purple, giving you that 2 purple stripe look. Everything else is the same. You got white for the belt color and the sock color and the shoe color. So I think all 4 of these came out really well. Here we have our default home uniform. Again, I think this came out really well. I actually like the logo. I know it's not accurate, but I think it came out okay because especially the white skull and crossbones matches the pride stickers. Now, you notice the purple outline. It's got the bit of a rendering issue, but when you zoom out, it doesn't really affect it a whole lot. It's going to look about the same if you went with black, so it's up to you how you want to do it. But I think the default home uniforms came out looking really sharp. And you can look over here at the default away uniforms. These came out probably even better because you got the black border. It just pops a little bit better on the white jersey. But I like the way this one turned out, for sure. And here we have our alternate home uniform. Only thing that changes here is the pants. You do not have a stripe on the side. It's black pants. I like this look. It came out pretty well. Again, if you feel like you don't like the purple outline around the numbers, you could change that to black and it may pop out a little bit better, but it just depends. But look at those pride stickers. It just really sticks out, and I like the way that it matches on the logo. And we have our default away, or our alternate away uniform. I like the look of this because the pants just give it a little bit different. You got the white pants with the double purple stripes. Just make things just a little bit different. If you like more of the stormtrooper look with a little extra purple on it, especially with the helmet, there you go. Now we can look at the stadium. They don't have a logo at midfield, so we can skip all that. And there is the end zone. This came out exact the way they have it. They got the white border around the purple font. I think that came out excellent. You could go with Purple Raiders if you wanted to. It's up to you. And of course, on the other side, it should say the same thing as it does. And we can back out here and check out the rest of the stadium. This is the south end zone. Nothing there but the backdrop of the campus. Your basic stands on the west side. And then you have your basic scoreboard in the north end zone with your stands on the east side with the press box. And that is it for the Purple Raiders. I hope you enjoyed that one. I like the look. I like the way everything turned out. I hope you do too. And I'll talk to you later.